Hey there, tubers. It's Little Hipster. So glad to see you. Thank you for joining us today. Right now, we're going to talk about doing some ear stretching. A lot of you ask me about my ears, like how big are they, how did I get them to be this size, what method did I use, and things like that. I did use the taping method when I did my ears. They're stretched up to 5/8, so get a little look there. That's about how big they are. Yeah, and their taping method is the best one by far. It is great, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. I actually already have a video out there of me doing this, but it was way back when I was at a size 6, and it's pretty good, but it doesn't really go into all the things that you might need to know, and it seems like you guys really like it when I do ear videos. I get a lot of views on those. They're really popular, so I'm gonna just remake it. So yeah, well, and also that last video that I made about it was on my band's YouTube page, and I want one on my channel, so I'm just selfish that way, so I'm just gonna make one. Okay, what you need to stretch your ears with the taping method is first and foremost healed ears, because we here on the Love Train, we don't stretch our ears when they're messed up, okay? You gotta, don't come to me later on saying, "Oh, well, Mandy, I stretched with messed up ears and it messed them up even more. You never told me that I couldn't stretch with messed up ears." No. Wait till they're healed. Okay, so we need healed ears first and foremost. You're gonna need some soap. The clearer and less scented, the better. You are going to need some lotion. The cocoa butter is good, even though it does smell like cocoa butter. It's just a really natural thing for your skin. It won't hurt you. But I wouldn't go with like a Bath and Body Works lotion or anything like that. Something that's like really perfumey. I wouldn't do that. I have a lot of luck with the cocoa butter. So, yeah. You are going to need a pair of plugs, and the best plugs to use for this is either the straight plugs or the saddle plugs. I just happen to not have any straight plugs at the size that I am, so I'm going to demonstrate here with a saddle plug, or double flare. Some people call them saddle plugs, some people call them double flare. Who knows? Just pick one. You need some scissors, and you're gonna need some PTFE Teflon tape. It's very cheap. You can get it at, like Home Depot, places like that. So, yes, and you're going to begin. First of all, step 1, you're going to use your hand soap, and you're going to make sure that everything is clean. You're going to clean off your plug, you're going to wash your hands, and you're going to wash your ears. So do that first and foremost. Make sure everything's clean so you don't get an infection. Okay, and once you've done that, dry off your ears, dry off your hands, dry off the plug. You're going to take your clean plug, and you're going to take your Teflon tape. It opens just like this. Okay, now the reason that you want to use the PTFE Teflon tape is because it's non-adhesive. It only sticks to itself. That way it's not going to adhere to your ear. I've heard a lot of horror stories. Also, it's non-porous, which also makes it not adhere to your ear. I've heard a lot of bad stories about people who have used electrical tape, and an hour or two later have found that they can't get their plug out of their ear because their ear has like healed to it, and you don't want that. So always use Teflon tape. You're gonna start your roll off here. This stuff is kind of silly to have to work with because it only sticks to itself, and it's got like static electricity everywhere, so it's kind of tricky. But anyways, you're going to take it and you're going to wrap 2 layers around your plug. And this is kind of, like I said, it's kind of silly to have to do because it's kind of tricky. But I'm going to try and keep the camera on here as best as I can. If you're at a really tiny size like I was when I started doing this, the first couple layers are gonna be difficult to put on. It's not so bad once you're at a bigger size. So yeah, I've got 2 layers wrapped around here, and that's all you need to do. Just 2 layers. And then you're gonna cut it. Let me put it down here so I can do that. Okay. All right, and this is what you're going to end up with. And you see it's very thin. It doesn't seem like much to start out with, but gradual is the name of the game when you're doing this. So do not rush to stretch your ears because you're going to get a blowout, you're going to get a tear. Don't do it. This is a nice, easy, gradual way to do things. And what I like about the taping method is you wake up every morning and put 2 more layers of tape around. That way you get the satisfaction of stretching every day. Like it fills that desire to keep going, because that's what kills some people. They're like, ooh, I gotta stretch some more right now, and then they blow their ears out. But you can continually stretch, you know, if you're using the taping method. Yeah, so we've done that. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your plug that you already have in your ear, or whatever you've already got. Make sure your ear's empty, like that. You're going to take the lotion right here. If you're at a friend's house or something and you don't have lotion with you, you can also use hair conditioner. That works as well. You just need a little dab of it, just like that. Rub it between your fingers, and then massage it into your earlobe, like so. And normally, I can get the plug in pretty well with it just on the earlobe. If you have trouble, then go ahead and put some on the plug as well. But you shouldn't really have trouble. And then you very gently, very slowly, if you need to, slide it into your ears. And there you go. You have stretched just a teeny tiny bit. And you want to check, make sure you don't have any blowouts or anything. If you do, you need to take your jewelry out right away and go back down a size. And look up all kinds of information on how to deal with a blowout. So, but yeah, that's what you do. It's pretty simple. Once this lotion dries, the tape is going to create a friction in your ear so that the plug won't slide out. So if you're wearing a straight plug, you don't have to worry about putting the rubber bands back on the ends, because the tape will dry and it will be good and snug in there. And then in order to get it out again, what you want to do is wait till you're in the shower and you've got the hot water going and get it completely wet. And once that tape gets all wet again, it will very easily slide out of your ear. If you don't want to wait till you're in the shower to take it out, get the lotion again and just massage it on there until you eventually lube it up enough to take it out. I think I'll still... Yeah, I don't want to wear this plug right now because I'm not stretching anymore. I'm staying at 5/8. So there you go. That is what you do. And yeah, like I said, 2 layers a day is fine. You're going to be to the size that you want to be at before you know it. Trust me, I promise you. And there does come a point where, like, you've been doing 2 layers every day. And for me, there was always kind of a point where I could feel it in my ear. I was like, okay, my ear's had enough, so I'll rest for, 2 or 3 days and I won't do it. And I would advise you to do the same thing. If you are starting to feel the stretch, and it's starting to hurt you or anything like that, take a break. Stop. And then once your ear is fine again, you can continue to go on. So, yeah. That is how you stretch using the taping method. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this is helpful to you guys. I love you all very much. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and you can also now follow me on Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr and Instagram. So go do that as well. All right. Thank you very much, tubers. Don't forget to eat your fruits and vegetables. Bye-bye.